Hello everyone! Today I am going to teach you how to design these tiny daily header stickers. They are great for using in a planner or bullet journal to neatly mark the current day. I will be using a Silhouette Cameo to kiss cut around each sticker, but you could also just use scissors if you do not have a cutting machine. These stickers are seriously tiny, which I love, but remember when following this tutorial that you can make your stickers in any size, with any font, and use whatever words you would like. The possibilities with these text-based stickers are endless. Let's get started. We'll be using PhotoPea, a completely free Photoshop alternative which I introduced in my last video. Simply go to photopea.com to begin following along with the tutorial. Click New Project, give your file a name, then set the project dimensions to your desired final sheet size. For tiny stickers, I like using a sheet size of 3.5 inches by 4.75 inches. For projects that will ultimately be printed, you will always want to use a resolution of 300 dpi or dots per inch. Lastly, set the background color to transparent, then hit Create. For anyone unfamiliar with photo editing programs, the gray and white checkerboard pattern indicates transparency. First, click the Text tool, then click where you would like the text to appear in your document. When you begin typing, you should see the letters begin to appear. My letters are too small, so I'm going to hit the backspace key to remove everything, then change the font size to something more legible for the tutorial. Now would also be a great time to change the font style as well. Once happy with your selections, start typing again to create your word. You could hit the confirm button now to have each word on its own layer, or for this particular tutorial, it actually makes more sense to type out the whole week's worth of words in the same layer. You may want to consider each word being its own layer if you want to use different fonts, sizes, or colors for each word, or if you want to arrange the words more creatively on the sheet. Once all our weekday words are typed out, hit the Center Align button to arrange them nicely. Press the Confirm button when finished. Click the Selection tool and make sure both the Auto Select and Transform controls features are turned on. Click your text block and you can now move it around, scale it up or down, or rotate it as desired. If you hold the Shift button while scaling up or down, it should retain the correct aspect ratio. Because these are going to be stickers, we need to account for some extra padding around each word so that the cutting machine has room to cut. It will take some practice to get an eye for how much space is needed. In the beginning, you will probably need to guess and check several times before getting it right. To add the extra padding we need between the words, click the Text tool, highlight the text, and then click the Paragraph button. Use the slider on the bottom right button to control the line spacing. Once the spacing looks appropriate, click the Confirm button and activate the Select tool. My tiny daily header stickers usually fit 3 columns of 3 weeks each. Right-click on the text layer and hit Duplicate Layer. This will create a duplicate text layer that you can then use the Selection tool to move around as well. Continue this process until you have your entire sticker sheet arranged to your liking. You can click and drag to select multiple layers at once. Once your sheet looks good, you can make any final adjustments to your text. Now would be a good time to change the font style or add colors. You could absolutely do this step at the very beginning, but some fonts can be hard to read at small sizes, so I like to personally wait until I know what the final size will be. Fredoka 1 is one of my favorite fonts, and what I'll be using for these stickers. You will probably want to save your document as a PSD file at this point, because the next step will make the text uneditable. Select all the layers, right-click, and hit Merge Layers. This essentially makes all of the smart text layers turn into pictures of words. It is now a flat layer that can no longer be edited with the Text tool. This is our final sticker sheet. Save it as a PNG image by going to File, Export as PNG. Now we need to create another file to use for the cut lines. We can do this directly in Silhouette Studio, but I like to do it in my photo editing program because I have more control over the final lines. Click Edit Stroke. I typically like to use 10 pixels as the padding width for stickers. You will also want to choose a dark, bold color for the stroke so that the padding is easy to see and trace around in Silhouette Studio. I usually use black, but because my text color is black, I will use a bold blue color. The cutting machine is going to cut around the outside of the blue lines. Inspect your file and make sure all of the letters in each word are touching, and that none of the stickers are bumping into each other. If we zoom in on mine, you can see that the lines get a little too close around Tuesday and Wednesday, so I will either need to increase my line spacing or reduce my padding. Because the padding is not actually touching, I am just going to reduce my padding down to 8 pixels instead of 10 pixels. I can do this by hitting Edit, Undo, and clicking on Edit Stroke again. This looks much better. Our cut file is now done. Save it as a PNG by once again pressing File, Export as PNG. We can now prepare the cut file using Silhouette Studio. If you have a Cricut machine, you will need to use the Cricut software, and the steps will be different but similar. First, open both the files and copy and paste them onto the same document. With the cut file selected, click to open the trace panel and select the trace area by dragging and dropping. You can adjust the threshold sliders if needed to ensure that all the stickers are masked in yellow. This is usually only an issue if you use light or pastel colors. Once ready, click Trace Outer Edge and the software will generate the cut lines. If you move the cut file out of the way, you will see the cut lines. You can press Delete to remove the cut file, as it is no longer needed. Click and drag the cut lines over the sticker file. You can get the lines positioned pretty well when zoomed out, but you will want to zoom in and use the arrow keys to nudge the lines around until they are positioned perfectly around the stickers. The sticker sheet is almost done. I like to have my cutting machine cut around the entire sheet, so I'm going to click the rounded rectangle tool and manually create a cut line around my sticker sheet. I will get it approximately the correct size, then use the width and height inputs at the top to perfect it. We want the lines around the stickers to be kiss cut, while we want the line around the entire sticker sheet to be cut all the way through the paper. To differentiate different cut settings, we can click the Line tool, then the Line Color button, and specify a color for each type of cut. The lines around the stickers will remain red, and the line around the sticker sheet will be blue. The sticker sheet is now complete. You should save your file at this point. When ready to cut the stickers, you will need to ensure your document is set up correctly. Open the Page Setup panel and select the size paper that you will be printing on. I like to use landscape orientation when using the cutting machine because it maximizes the surface area close to the front of the cut mat, which helps prevent variations in cut marks. Because we are doing precision cutting around stickers, you will want to use registration marks. Registration marks help tell the cutting machine exactly where your stickers are located and account for any variations that occur during the printing process. Click the registration marks button and set the style to your machine type. You can reduce the inset, length, and thickness of the registration marks as desired. I recommend reducing the inset as much as possible as it maximizes usable space. The reason I like to use sticker sheets that are approximately 3.5 by 4 3/4 inches is because I can fit 4 of them to a sheet of paper, which prevents waste. Using copy and paste, I fit 4 sticker sheets onto my page. Print the sheet and send it through your cutting machine. For more detailed steps on the cutting process, check out my other video and read the blog post linked in the description box below. The most satisfying part of making stickers is peeling away the excess paper and removing the sheets from the cutting mat. You can see that each sticker has been cut around and is ready to be used in your planner, bullet journal, or diary. Days of the week stickers like these are my favorite type of sticker to use. As someone with terrible handwriting, these tiny daily headers help keep my journal looking neat and tidy. Remember, the steps from this tutorial can be used to create any size text stickers or labels that you would like. The possibilities really are endless. If you enjoyed this video and would like to learn more, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please leave any questions or comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.